And we're back in the flipped classroom, Miss Berlin style. Today's lesson is on long division. Okay, so when we were in first, second, third, fourth grade, we learned all about simple division. That's when you have, like 6 candy bars, and you want to divide those 6 candy bars between you and your best bud. So you take those candy bars and you give one to each person until everyone has one enough and you run out of candy bars. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we take our 6 candy bars, and that leaves everybody gets 3. So that means 6 divided by 2 equals 3. That was simple. And that's what simple division is. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about long division. Getting a little bit more difficult. Because we're in the 5th grade now, right? Yeah. Okay, so before we start working on long division problems, we're going to see what they actually look like. Okay? Long division problems have several parts. First, we have the divisor. The divisor is the number that you're going to divide the dividend by. So in this problem, our dividend is 6,453. And we're going to divide 6,453 by 5. Okay, so that means that we have 6,453 things, and we need to give those to 5 people. That would be one way to look at it. So when we do our division problem, our answer is going to be written at the top. And this is the answer, to a division problem is called the quotient. Okay, and so the quotient will actually be at the top of your problem, and at the very bottom of your problem, when you're finished, if you have any numbers left over, those are going to be called your remainder. And those will be at the bottom until you take your remainder and move that remainder to the top, and you're going to write it right here next to your answer. So it will be like a little capital R and then your remainder, whatever that might be. Okay, and we'll talk about remainders later when we start worrying about word problems and how we use long division to solve a story problem. Okay, here we go. The big stuff. The steps of long division. The first step, numero uno, number 1, is going to be to divide. When you divide, you're going to ask yourself how many groups of the divisor can go into the first number in the dividend. So our divisor is 5, and we say if we have 6 things, how many groups of 5 can I make? I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can make 1 group of 5. So 5 goes into 6 one time. That's your first step. Step number 2, multiply. Okay, so we're going to multiply 1 times 5, and we're going to get 5. Okay, the next step is going to be to subtract. So we subtract 6 minus 5, and you're going to get 1. The fourth step is to bring down. Okay, you bring one number down at a time. So we bring down the 4. Okay, that brings us back to our step number 1. Divide. Looking at our divisor, how many groups of 5 are in 14? There are 2 groups of 5 in 14. Then we multiply. 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract 14 minus 10, or 4 minus 0, is 4. And the next step is bring down one number at a time. Bring down the 5, And now we are at the beginning again. We're bringing down, we brought down our 5, so now we're going back up and we're going to divide again. 5 goes into 45 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. So we multiply 9 times 5 and we get 45. When we subtract, we're going to get 0. The next step is bring down. We bring down a 3. 5 goes into 3. That's interesting. Are there any groups of 5 in 3? If we have 3 things, can we make a group of 5? Nope. So we put a 0 in our answer. If we don't put a 0 above this last number, our answer is wrong. So our answer now, when we look at it, is 1,290 with a remainder of 3. And that's your remainder. Here's a couple more examples. Okay, practice, it's not going to make you perfect, but it is going to make you a whole lot better. Okay, actually, why don't you stop the video for just a second and go get a pencil and a piece of paper and work these problems as I work them so that you can practice the steps in the division process. Okay, so stop, push pause on your video, go get a pencil, piece of paper, and come back and we'll work these together. All right, here we go. 4 goes into 6 one time. 1 times 4 is 4, and then we subtract. 6 minus 4 is 2. Bring down the 2. 4 goes into 22 5 times. 5 times 4 is 20. Subtract. 2 minus 0 is 2. Bring down the next number. 5. 4 goes into 25 6 times. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. Bring down the 4. 4 goes into 14 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract. 14 minus 12 is 2. On the next slide, I'm going to show you how to check this problem. It's very simple. The next example, 7,491 divided by 3. 3 goes into 7, or there are, how many groups of 3 are in 7? 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring down 4. 3 goes into 14 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract. 4 minus 2 is 2. Bring down the 9. 3 goes into 29 9 times. 9 times 3 is 27. Subtract. 9 minus 7 is 2. Bring down the 1. 3 goes into 21 7 times. 3 times 7 is 21. 0. Remainder. To check a long division problem, you're going to do something very simple. You're going to remember that the opposite of division is multiplication. And so we're just going to multiply our quotient times our divisor. And then if you have a remainder, you just add that to your answer and you should get your dividend. So here we go. 1,563 times 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 4 times 1 is 4, times plus 2 is 6. We have 6,252. It's pretty close to this divisor, but what are we missing? Oh, our remainder. So we add 2, because that's a remainder. That's what a remainder is. It's a little bit left over. 2 plus 2 is 4. 5, 2, 6. And there we have it. 6,254, 6,254. Our answer is correct. That's it, guys. Don't forget to complete your WISC and turn in the assignment on Edmodo. See you in the morning. Love ya.